Here is this week's grocery haul. So this is almost everything that I got here, and there's a few things that didn't fit on the table, so I'll go through those after. But here's the first thing I got here. So this is the Chacharoni brand of ramen noodles. Now we don't eat ramen often, but I'll tell you why I got this one. Because if I look on the back here, it comes with a black bean sauce and it has 17 grams of protein, which is really good for ramen. So I got some of these, and then what I do is I add some baby bok choy to it and a little bit of broccoli, and maybe I'll grate up a carrot and put that in and just make it more nutritious. So that's a really nice meal, or you know, for a day that you just don't feel like cooking and you want something quick that you can put on the table. So I got some corn on the cob here, some sweet potatoes. I have Rice Krispies here in the back because I have some marshmallows that I want to use up. And I got 4 boxes of Nutri-Grain bars. These are really good to just keep a box in the car so that if we're out somewhere and we want a quick snack, we have something available. I got some grapes, some sliced beets. This kind of thing, like stuff like this in jars, I love to have on hand because then I can just open up some beets, some chickpeas, and you know, whatever else, and throw together a really quick salad. I got a couple of coffees. This is espresso coffee in the vacuum sealed bricks, and I love these because these will last 12 to 24 months past the best by date because all the air has been sucked out of these, so that's why I love buying the coffee in the vacuum sealed bricks. I got some of this seasoned pork meat, and this is already cooked and shredded. So I love this for if I'm making stuffed peppers, then I already have some meat cooked up that I can add to the rest of the ingredients, or as a quick filling for tacos, and then I just need to chop up veggies and they're done. Popcorn, which of course is fabulous. Whatever the date is on this, I just ignore it because popcorn is really good for a long-lasting food, and it will last well past the best by date. I also got some dry pigeon peas, and if you've never had dry pigeon peas before, these are so delicious. They're really flavorful, like thrown into soups or whatever. They have a really nice creamy texture. They're really good. I think they're called gandules also, and they're really delicious. Then I picked up some peanut butter and some coconut. So I use these together. So what I do with the peanut butter and the coconut is I'll take some peanut butter, add a little bit of brown sugar, some pumpkin seeds, raisins, cranberries, or like dried cranberries, and roll it up into a ball, and then roll it in the coconut, and it just makes a really nice energy ball for breakfast, and it's just something you can keep in the fridge and grab one. They're so good. I might even do a video on how I make those because those are really good. I got this is roasted seaweed, and if you want something really salty but you don't want to have chips or the calories of chips, these are really yummy. Then I picked up some ham. This is just a little smoked cooked ham, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to cut it up into, like one this size, I'll probably cut it up into 4 or 5 slices. I'll wrap it in saran wrap and put it in the freezer, and then when I make like a split pea with ham soup, I'll just take out one of the slices, chop it up, and add it to the soup. And this was really good. I found this package of ground beef on sale, and it was $4 off because I went first thing in the morning to the grocery store. So I was able to get some meat on discount, and I'm going to use this to make a meatloaf for tonight. So these are the things that I couldn't fit on the table, and my husband was able to get to an Italian deli outside of our city, and he picked up a few things that I wanted, and one of the things I really wanted was these, and these are cannoli shells, and if you've ever had cannoli, you know how delicious they are. And the hardest part about making cannoli is making the shells, because it's quite a process. My mom, would do it, and it would just take all day, and it's quite a process. But these are already done, and all you need to do is just make the custard filling and put it inside, and you have a really wonderful, easy dessert, and they're so good. And then the other thing he picked up for me was this pappardelle pasta. And this is an egg noodle pasta. And if you've never had pappardelle before, oh my goodness, they are so delicious. You can see the noodles here are very, very wide. And the texture in your mouth is just so wonderful. It's so good. So if you ever have a chance to try pappardelle noodles, give them a go, because they are really, really delicious. And then he also picked up a package of oven-ready cannelloni for me. So again, these are just oven-ready pasta, and you just do the filling, put them in the oven. And then he also got me some farfalloni. So these are extra large bow tie pasta. And these are bronze cut ones, like these are imported. They're so good. So it's nice to have these just kind of unusual, pastas and ingredients to try. But I'm really excited to make the cannoli. So here's that package of ground beef I got in my grocery haul, and I'm going to make an amazing meatloaf with it with a really good glaze. So this is everything we're going to be using to make our meatloaf. I've got 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I have 1 grated carrot, half an onion chopped, 1 egg. I have 1/4 cup of instant oats. This is 1 teaspoon of sugar. It calls for brown sugar, so I'm gonna make my own brown sugar. So I have a teaspoon of white sugar, and I'm gonna add a little splash of molasses to that to make brown sugar. This is 3 cloves of garlic chopped. We're gonna put in a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of allspice and a little bit of pepper. So now we're gonna make the glaze for the meatloaf, and it's really easy, but this is what makes the meatloaf extra special, and this is what makes it just so flavorful and amazing. So I'm gonna start with about 3/4 of a cup of ketchup, and of course you don't have to be exact. Clearly you can see I'm not. And then you wanna put in about 1/2 teaspoon or so of garlic powder. This is 1.5 teaspoons of vinegar. And of course it calls for a little bit of brown sugar. So I've got 2 teaspoons of regular white sugar and a little bit of molasses. I'm gonna put that in. And a little bit of pepper. And then we're just gonna stir this around to make this into a really delicious glaze and top the meatloaf with it. So I put the glaze on our meatloaf, and this is how it looks. So we're just going to bake it in the oven at 325 for 1 hour. And if you wanted to freeze it, you can at this point. You just want to do it uncooked and just cover it with tin foil, put it in the freezer, and then take it out, thaw it, and just bake it as you normally would. So 1 hour at 325. And this is how our meatloaf meal looks. It's got the little bits of carrots in there that you can see, and the bits of onion, and I served it with salad, and it's gonna be so good. You know, I'm really enjoying doing the simple things in life, like cooking for my family. It's just one of those things that for me makes life so good. And yes, there are times of trouble sometimes, and we do the best we can to prepare for those, but they always pass. A bad situation will always come to an end. There's always more joys than disappointments in life. There's more solutions than problems. And you have more strengths than shortcomings. And there's always something to be grateful for. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.